So, UFC 325 Volkanoski versus Lopez 2 is going down this weekend, and King Hair MMA, will be giving picks and odds for this card. So, yeah, let's get right to it. And before I start, the Instagram is live. We're up to 50 followers. We're trying to get to 100. And yeah, that's it. So, let's go down to the bottom. For the first fight, this is Road to UFC. I will. I don't think I'll be putting a time skip there, but like if you don't want to see me to talk about these fights, skip about 4 to 5 minutes. And yeah, anyway, we'll start with Aaron Tao versus Masai Batbure. That's incorrect, but Aaron Tao, he fought on the Contender Series last year, and he looked super impressive. He lost to Elijah Smith, which Elijah Smith, he's looked alright in the UFC. Nothing super impressive, but he's looked impressive enough where. Anyway, yeah, he's looked impressive enough where like he's gotten through the rounds. I thought he was getting pieced up in his last fight, and Napsarai Batabaya, he went good. I'm pretty sure he got a finish. I'm choosing Aaron Tao. I think he's a real entertaining fighter. He comes up close. He's there to scrap, especially as a flyweight. He's got a bit of power in his hands. If you want the odds, it's a $1.80 from Natsumarai Batabaya, and Aaron Tao's $2. So yeah, that's for that one. And for the next fight, we've got Sulin Gangbo versus Lawrence Luai. Not gonna lie, Lawrence Luai was getting pieced up in his last fight, like hard, until he got a nasty KO. And I don't know, man, because like that's what I mean. Like I think he caught him in the second round. He must have some nasty knockout power. And Sang Gang, bro, I can't really remember his fight. I'm gonna be honest, but I don't know. I'm gonna go Lawrence Luai. I think he could catch another dude. I think he could catch him again. So yeah. On to the next. Now I have a bit of a favorite to this fight. I know Seb. Seb's a sick guy. He's a karate stance sort of fighter. He was the champion of Eternal. He got a sick knockout in his last fight. Um, oh, should have done the odds of the last fight. It was $1.40 for Sangaro, and Lawrence Luai is $3. Damn, that's crazy. But yeah, for Sebastian Salazar, he's a really good karate fighter. He got a nasty knockout over his last opponent. And Nakamura, he's been on UFC, road to UFC before. He lost on it. I think he's lost twice on it, if I'm not wrong. He's really good. He's always just comes short of it. But I'm choosing Sebastian. He's super skilled. I don't know how to rate Nakamura. So yeah, I think Sebastian's gonna get a TKO in the second round. Sebastian Salazar is $1.80 and Nakamura is $2. So yeah. And for the next fight, Sangwoo Kim versus Don Marfan. Don Marfan's only lost to Quaylen Sourkild on the regional scene. Otherwise, he's gone through all these opponents. Sangwoo Kim, he's a bit of a like a bit of a plotty sort of come in, come out sort of fighter. I think Don Marfan's going to take it. He's got really nice jiu-jitsu. I think he could get a sub over Sangwoo Kim. I didn't like the look of his grappling. Anyway, Don Marfan's $1.60 and Sangwoo Kim is $2.22. So yeah, that's the end of the road to UFC fights. All the fighters that win will be UFC fighters, which I don't know how that's going to work. Anyway, on to the actual card itself. We have Khan Ofley versus Yeezer. Khan Ofley, he's fought from some really tough competition in his first few fights. He beat Ricardo Ramos. Ricardo Ramos is a really impressive fighter. He had a super close fight with Naimov, Muhammad Naimov. Yeah, and Marion Santos has gone on to do good things. While Yeezer, yeah, like I do rate him. He lost a pretty close fight to Gabriel Santos, and then he KO'd Weston Wilson. But honestly, a KO over Weston Wilson doesn't really. I don't really rate that win. I think I rate Offley's win over Ramos over Yeezer's win. So I'm gonna go Khan Offley by decision, possibly submission, but yeah, not confident in that pick. I think Offley's a really good flyweight. He's just had tough competition. So yeah, for the odds for this is $2.60 and Yeezer's $1.40. Massive favourite. And oh shit. Yikes. And for the next fight we have Jonathan Mikhailov versus Oban Elliott, another guy I've met, But yeah, fucking Aussies are gonna support each other. Jonathan Mikhailov, he had a super impressive fight with Kevin Jose. He really took over the fight. He knocked him down a few times. A lot of people might say, Kevin Jose is a bit of a can. He got knocked out in PFL. I don't care. I think Jonathan Mikhailov, he's really big welterweight. And I think he's going to be able to overpower Oban Elliott. Well, Oban Elliott, he's been in the UFC longer. But his rate of wins have been kind of shit. Like, Basil Hafez was a roidhead that suspiciously got really not as jacked when he popped for it. Preston Parsons sucks and Val Woodburn never won in the UFC. So I can't rate any of those wins. This is a close fight. But I'm going to go Jonathan Mikhailov by a sneaky finish in the first round. I think so. Jonathan Mikhail's $1.70 and Oban Elliott's $2.20. So yeah, those are the odds for that fight. And yeah, I'm choosing all the Australians. How fucking typical. Jacob Malkoon versus Torrence Finney. Both guys are super. This is a super underrated fight. Torrence Finney, he had the fight 3 times in the Dana White Contender Series. You know how insane that is? Imagine Dana White not liking you that much. You had to fight 3 times and he couldn't even get a finish. And, Jacob Malkoon, he's been in the UFC for a while now. Hasn't fought in 2 years. His last win was over Andre Petroski. And the win, it was a DQ loss, but we all know it was bullshit. Over Cody Brundage, and then he beat Nick Maximov. Nick Maximov sucks. And then he got robbed by Brendan Allen, which was crazy. But his last 2 losses were kind of bullshit, so Malkoon should really be 10-1. And I find his list of wins / who he's losing to more impressive, especially that DQ. That was bullshit. I thought he beat Brendan Allen, and Brendan Allen's a top 5 middleweight. But Torrence Finney, he's taken Robert Valentin to a close decision. I don't know why. And Jacob Malkoon's a wrestling, brawly sort of style. I can't see Torrence Finney just taking him to his back. So I'm going to go Jacob Malkoon by TKO, even though I don't really rate Malkoon's striking at all. I think Malkoon's going to take over the fight. That's why Malkoon's $1.70 and Torrence Finney's $2.20. So yeah, that's that. And for the next fight, Cam Roston versus Cody Brundage. I think this is terrible matchmaking. Just saying, I think Roman and Kopylov should have been the fight for Cam Roston, but I digress. Cam Roston, he got he lost to Torrence Finney, got a knockout on a submission on the regional scene, came back, got a knockout in Dana White Contender Series, and then knocked out Andre Petroski brutally. Well, Cody Brundage, he kind of sucks. I can't rate Cody Brundage at all. He lost to Eric McConaughey, which isn't the worst loss. Abdul Malik, he drew with, even though he should have lost that fight. winning against Julian Marquez. Marquez is one of the worst middleweights ever. And then he just has a weird list of like fights. And Cody Brundage is just going to get slimed out. Not slimed out, he's going to get subbed out in under 2 rounds. This is a sneaky pick. For the hardcores, Cam Roston's a grappler. You wouldn't believe it. Looking at him, 6'3", knocked out his last 2 opponents. He is primarily a grappler. He's really good at what he does. His jiu-jitsu is so slick, and Cody Brundage is very durable. I feel like Cam Roston's going to catch him and then sink up a rear naked choke in the first or second round. So yeah, I'm going to go Cam Roston by submission. Cam Roston's $1.30 or Cody Brundage is $3.70. And I'll even go for method of victory. They think Cam Roston's a KO artist. He is a submission artist. And the submission is $3.20. So maybe sprinkle a bit on the submission. Anyway, on to the next fight. We have Junior Tafa and Billy Amakan. Yes, I'm still off bedtime. Do I choose a Tafa, brother? Really? Because I don't rate Billy Elikana, but fucking... Here's the thing. Junior Tafa lost to Tuco Tacos and then knocked out Sean Sharif. I don't know how I'm going to go and choose the Tafa, brother. This is a stupid fight because I know if I choose Billy Elikana, he's going to Tafa's going to do some shit crazy. So I can't choose. I want an all Aussie blowback. I hope I'm wrong, but I'm going to go Billy Elikana by submission. Junior Tafa is a good striker, but he has fucking no ground game. I think this is Junior's last chance in the UFC. I think Billy Elikana's showed promise. I didn't really rate him because he had that really weird fucking staring contest with Ibo Aslan. And he was going good against Bogdan Guskov and Kevin Christian. Kevin Christian's he's whatever, you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm going to choose Billy Elikana by submission in the first round. The odds are Junior Tafa at $3 and Billy Amakan at $1.40. So yeah, we've got good odds there. I'm not going to talk about this fight. But the next fight I am talking about, this hurts my soul, bro. This hurts my soul because I know this ain't going to work for some reason. Anyway, I'll just put it here. I don't know why this ain't up. Why isn't this shit opening up? Anyway, Quaylen Sauerkind versus Jamie Malarkey. This shit ain't opening up for some reason. So this fight's very underrated. A lot of people are saying this is Nitrogen Bomb versus Coughing Baby. No, I can't say that because I know how good Jamie Malarkey is. But in saying that, his last few fights, man, he's looked very off. The Bedoya fight really did show his comeback to fighting. Jamie, had an impressive win over Bedoya, got KO'd by Rufi, got KO'd by Hasparat, beat Makadesi, but it's not a great win. And Quaylen Sauerkind, he knocked out Anshul Jubilee, which King of the Lions, you know. Ashmoos, basically, you know, he's he knocked out Jamie's opponent who knocked him out in under a minute. I'm going to waste a pick. I've met Jamie. I actually know Jamie, and I can't choose against him. As a person that knows Jamie Malarkey, I love Quaylen and I love Jamie. I hated this bout when it was made, but I've got to choose Jamie Malarkey by a sneaky as fuck TKO in the second round. I think Jamie has a chance. I think if Jamie utilizes that left hook he used against, I can't think of his name, Karma Worthy, Quaylen leaves his chin exposed when he brings that left back. He doesn't bring it back to his chin. If he gets that left hook, rocks Quaylen, and then, brings him down and goes for a TKO. I could honestly see that happening. But that's a dream. I'm wasting my pick, but I'm choosing Jamie Mullarkey by a sneaky TKO. I really hope it happens. I love Quaylen. I really want him to be a ranked fighter in the future. This is no qualms against Quaylen. I love these guys both. I hope you both do well. I hope that you come out unharmed. So yeah, I'm choosing Jamie Mullarkey. And for the next fight, bro, this is actually hard. I've been downloading the data. I've been thinking, and I don't know how I choose. I don't know how I choose Tai Tuivasa. Legitimately, and it feels like this main card. If the Aussies, I don't know, it's just so weird. Oh yeah, if you want to know the Quaylen, Sourkild and Jamie Mullarkey, Jamie Mullarkey's the biggest favourite, underdog on this card. He's $7 to 1. That's insane to me. I think he should be like $3.20. But yeah, anyway, this is such a hard fight to choose because Talison Teixeira, he got knocked out by Derek and then he knocked out one of the Taffa brothers. But bro, Justin Taffa ain't nothing in my eyes. But Tai Tuivasa has looked horrible in his last 4 to 5 fights. I don't know how I choose Tai Tuivasa, and it's really hard for me to choose Talison Teixeira either. I don't rate this fight. I kind of hate this fight because I think this is a 50-50 fight. It's literally a battle of the blobs. They fight Tai is fighting for a contract, so I'm gonna choose Tai. This isn't a throwaway because I don't know what state Tai's in. Is he gonna be gun shy or is he just going guns blazing? If Tai goes guns blazing against Talison Teixeira, if he's real smart with his brawly style, goes with that Muay Thai sort of style, I can see him chinning Talison Teixeira, but I could also see Talison Teixeira throwing an elbow, fucking catching Tai. And Tai's got a good chin, so I guess, yeah, that gives me more reason to choose Tai Tuivasa. And yeah. There we go. Tai by knockout in the first or second round. Hopefully. Anyway, on to the next fight. Underrated banger. Really sick. Rafael Fiziev versus Mauricio Rufy. Both coming off... Are they both coming off a loss? No, they aren't. Rafael Fiziev came off the win over Barramundes. That was a really good fight. That don't look right. Hold on. Pretty sure it was a knee injury, wasn't it? Yep. That's why. So, Rafael Fiziev, he's 2-5, by the way. But mind you, he has 2 losses to Justin Gaethje. Justin Gaethje just won against Paddy Pimblett. And Mauricio Rufy lost pretty bad to BSD. But besides that, Mauricio Rufy's looked really good in the UFC. And the guys he's beating are actually this is what I'm saying. He beat Bobby Green. I'm not calling him fucking King or whatever. James Lomtop, whatever. Beat Jamie Mullarkey. And Jamie was his debut. He's looked really good. He's striking super good. Rafael Fiziev, he's not going to use his grappling. He just kind of fell on Justin Gaethje. I think Rafael Fiziev, he's like that Muay Thai sort of style, but Mauricio Rufy's very far out style, like coming in and out like Connor, throwing those spin kicks, maybe even a scissor sweep. I really do see Mauricio Rufy pissing up Fiziev and possibly finishing him. Could see a lot of finishes on this card. But I'm going to go Mauricio Rufy by decision. Did I do the fucking odds for Tai Tuivasa versus Talison Teixeira? I'm going terrible. Tai Tuivasa's $3.40 and Talison Teixeira's $1.30. Well, Rafael Fiziev is $2 and Mauricio Rufy is $1.80. So there you go. Sorry, I've been fucking up. But yeah, I think Mauricio Rufy by a sneaky decision. And for the next fight, the co-main, Dan Hooker versus Benoit Saint Denis, BSD. This is a really good fight, but it's also hard to choose. Like, if I'm going non-biased, this is actually super hard to choose because for one thing, Do I rate the grappling of Benoit Saint Denis? Yes, I do. But do I rate it enough as high as an Armin? I don't think so. Like, Benoit did take Dustin down, did take Rufy down, but Rufy doesn't have much grappling defense. Dan Hooker has a dangerous guillotine. Even Armin had to like roll out of it, sort of thing. And but if Benoit tries to strike with Hooker, I can only see him getting him in the first round. I'm gonna throw away my pick because Dan Hooker has looked good. Like he's 3-4. Like he's looks pretty good, man. His only loss was to Armin. Armin's the best lightweight that ain't Taporia. Sorry, Gaethje, I love you, but you know how it is. And Hooker's really good, man. So I think if Hooker gets out of the first round, it's his fight. But if Benoit like clips him in the first round, which is the historical thing about Hooker, if he goes past the first round, he's winning the fight. If um if Benoit catches him, it's Benoit's fight. So yeah, I'm going by Hooker by decision. I think Hooker's going to get a nice decision over Benoit, 29-28. And yeah, and fine. And the odds are Dan Hooker's a fucking crazy. That's insane. $3.55 and Benoit's $1.30. No one's putting any. Okay. That's okay. Yeah, didn't think it was that much. I think it's because Benoit knocked out Beneil Dariush, but Dariush's chin has been a bit fucking loopy for a while. Anyway, on to the main event. We have Alex Volkanoski versus Diego Lopez. What is your reasoning for choosing Diego Lopez? He caught Volk a couple times in the last fight? Maybe. What? Maybe Volk's 2-5 in his last 5 fights? Maybe. Is it the fact that all those guys were legitimately all 2 of the pound for pound best, and one of those fights he was considered a robbery? While Diego Lopez, yes, has a good win over Jean Silva and Brian Ortega. That Brian Ortega win has aged pretty shit, considering I think Ortega's washed and Silva's looked good. And the fight before that was the Volk fight. And the Volk fight, he got pieced up, he got outworked, he got outpaced. Listen, every fight's 50-50 at the end of the day. I'm going to make a whole video on this. I legitimately am. I'm not doing it tonight. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll give my reason, like, how both fighters can win the fight, but also why I think Volk is going to win the fight. I think Volk's going to do similar to the last fight. I don't think Diego's changed that much. You can't change that much in 8 months. Maybe you can. Maybe you can catch Volk. But I think Volk's going to use a more grappling heavy game plan. I think he's going to use more ground and pound. I think he's going to do more trips. I think Volk's going to stay on the outside a bit smarter. I think Volk's going to get another decision. Maybe a TKO. But in saying that, Diego has a chance. I'm choosing Volk by decision once again and still. And I think he's not going to retire if he wins. If he loses, I think that's the perfect time to retire. This is my personal opinion. I'll give more of my opinion in the next video. I've got another video coming out tomorrow. I might actually have 2 videos coming out tomorrow. But listen, this card, it's okay. It's like a 6 out of 10. Road to UFC, yeah, that has to be in some card. It should have been on an Apex card, but it's Asians and Australians and all the others. If you like the video, please like and subscribe. If you come from the Instagram to the YouTube, please subscribe. If you're going to YouTube to my Instagram, please follow. I'm trying to get the Instagram to 100 followers, trying to get the YouTube to 10 subscribers. That'd be nice. And yeah, I'll be making a Volkanoski Lopez to break down the next day. So yeah, thanks and see you all later. Bye.